Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice elderflower and peach juice drink, very refreshing indeed. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we got our gym up and running, which is receiving a lot of people actually. A lot of people are really wanting to go to that, however, because of the recent changes in our regime, yeah, they don't have a lot of time to do it. 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening, and then 1 at 10 PM, which, yeah, that's just a random slot that's there. But yeah, basically it's working okay, the prison. It seems to have the odd issue here and there, mainly around this area. In fact, you may notice that it has skipped ahead a day or so. What's that? 12 hours, 47 minutes, 15 seconds build time for this facility, just FYI. And yeah, we've skipped ahead a little bit because I wanted to get a bit more cash before we started the episode. And, well, during that time, there was a lot of fights once again around here in the very southern canteen, which was previously occupied by the jackals. And you may notice we have 11 vipers, 21 bone breakers, and, oh, where are the jackals? Well, they basically kept fighting around here and were wiped out by non-gang members. So even though this is set to the Jackals gang segregation, it's actually really just a Gen Pop one now because there's no more Jackals. They do seem to wipe themselves out. I wonder if in like another... Oh, that person can't be escorted to a cell. That's their red gang members. Let's sort that out. Yeah, I wonder if in sort of another go of the game with the gangs on and we receive, say, loads more jackals than bone breakers because we were sort of heavy on bone breakers in this build. If it was the other way around, how would that affect the facility? Would it act completely differently? I really don't know, but I'm interested to find out. Anyway, I digress. Over to our, where would it be? Logistics and room, so cell status, that's the one. And we need to shift over one of these inmates. So say that one, we can move to there. That would be fine because this is a non-gang member. So this is, I don't know why when you do this, the scroll, just this is how far I can scroll. Like, come on, that's just, why is it fighting when you've got that selected? And if I come out of that though, if I'm not selecting anyone, it works like that. Good grief. So, John Gulliford, you are going to be moved to a different cell. Luckily, perhaps for them, we will be putting them in... I've just pressed the wrong thing. John Gulliford, there we go. So change cell, choose new cell, and it's going to go to there. They're going to go to there. So they're going to be escorted to their new cell. So it's this one here. Right click to move. There we go. So it's still a medium cell, and then this one immediately becomes bone breakers, which means that this person who's just arrived, Andrew Matale, I think, they are going to then go to over here. Yeah, it says cell quality 2 as well, so they've been given quite a nice cell for what they should possibly have. I'm keeping an eye on this valuation here because I do want to sell some shares. However, because of recent deaths, it's difficult to do. Anyway, before I go any further, I want to go over to our rooms and then to the cage, and I want to put in this corner a small, minimum size is nothing, I want to put a small 3x3 cage. So that goes there. Fence grass, like that, and then doors. I think just a standard gate there, and I want to see what that does. It needs to be secure and needs to be behind one door, so that's what we're getting there. There's 2 more prisoners who for some reason can no longer be assigned to a cell. They are a green gang member. And what are these? They are also a green gang member. So that would be Oop North. So let's sort that one out. We'll go to logistics cell status. And we want to move someone. Let's say this person. Left click to show this prisoner. I am very much left clicking. Anyway, you. Change cell, choose new cell. That one. And then one of these will be assigned to that one. He says, without a degree of confidence. They should be. And this person as well. Change cell, choose new cell. That one. I wonder if this person... I wonder if their quality, their cell quality, will come into effect. Grading is poor. I like the where it tells you the reoffending chance when you mouse over it. All of the reasons why. That's pretty good. Punishment is 10 though. Undercover Don. Yeah, I wonder if that's just because they can't have a cell that's good. That's high quality. It's possible. It is possible. Anyway. Cell status. Let's say Stephen here. Change cell, choose new cell, that one there, which means that guy will get moved over. Yep, I think that's about right. Let's do... Don't do a guard investigation, because it is lockup at the moment. I think we could probably do that. We don't often do that in the day, but we're going to have a chat with both Reese and Warren. It's something you don't often do here, but I have activated them, and that's fine. So we're not seeing any issues. There's no one being targeted, but I do want to do guard investigation. So 42 guards will be questioned, or rather, we'll talk about them, see what the deal is. And so far clear. It looks like our vetting process is not ideal. So we have 2 guards. This is Dower, who I will sack. And also Slater here. I'm trying to select them, but it's not happening. Sack. There we go. So 2 guards have gone. Obviously, we want to hire some more. You get 100... Sorry, 500 for each time you do that, but it costs 500 to re-recruit. On top of that, you need to then pay for the body armor and the taser, because apparently the crooked guards don't hand that in when they leave. And then, furthermore, you'll have to do some more staff training. So, it's just not ideal all around. So, guard taser certification, disarming certification, we'll run all that, see if we can get that sorted. Finally, we can sell some shares. I'm going to sell 30% of our prison. With that money, which is a lot of money, 136,000, I will remove our bank loan entirely. And now we crack on with the building. What building? Well, we're going to place a lot of flooring in all of this. So let's do that. Flooring, concrete tiles. How do I want to set this up? Do I want the security stations different? I mean, the answer is yes. But the cells, I really like the concrete tiles in them. So this is all going to be concrete tile. The whole thing. Can be a lot of money. You know what? I'll do cells individually, because otherwise we will be here quite some time. This area here, I think we're going to change up a little bit. We're going to have grates in there. And I may actually finally get around to putting a door on this. So a jail door. It won't really interfere with the security of the place. And also we need some doors on this one. So door there and door there. Right. So that's a lot of stuff for the guys to work on. So we'll see about that. Staffing, guards are fine, armed guards are fine. Dog handlers, I think we could do with a couple more. And immediately they're going to get their stuff. How many have I got assigned actually? Deployment, armed guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, definitely need more armed guards. I think we discussed that previously. I just never got around to it in the last episode. There's that. Followed by, obviously, some armed guards when we can. Just get another one there for now. They're immediately going to get stationed. So, that's a lot of stuff that we've ordered. A lot of flooring. But I think it's worthy. In fact, you know what I'm going to do at this stage? Going to sell even more shares. I just want to make sure that we have that money to finish this thing off, and most likely finish it off in this episode. There's only really this room that we haven't got any sort of purpose for, and in here as well, which that could just become the storage, which we've never really built. There's never really been any reason to build anything in here. So, yeah. Let's just see how we get on. Lots of workers. We're running 16 workers. That's fine. Currently sleep time. Tunnel search all sectors. 108 places to search. Will be worth doing that. Reoffending rate has gone up to 26%. Paroled early 14 and 21 have reoffended, so you get fined for that. Looks like searching has not yielded much at all. No tunnels, certainly. In terms of, as well, the gang stuff, it's really settled down. The Bone Breakers, 21 of them, have taken control of their common room in here. The other gangs have not bothered. And they've only taken control of this because of the enforcers within that group. The gang leader and seconds over there. You can see this cell is completely devoid of any gang members whatsoever. And up here, I'm just double checking, can't see any gang leaders. However, I believe all of them have the undercover don. Yes, they do. So they all have the undercover don. The Viper's lead will be hidden as a gang soldier, only being revealed when punished. So, yeah, if the punishment's going on, then we will be able to see what's happened there, but otherwise, no, we won't see it. The cage is in there. It is built. I don't know how if you have to assign anyone to it. It doesn't say so. I mean, if I can click on that, I can change cell, but I can't assign them to that. I just wanted to place it down to see what it does. And it would be good, I guess, if you really want... I think it would be for, like, legendary prisoners. If they're, like, in a separate... Like, say, their own cell here. You could then have this open, then have a cage around. So, for example, if we had... This is a cell, for example. And then you'd have the cage there. So they could literally leave their cell to the cage and then come back. You could also do the same thing with a yard. Outdoor unit that a single prisoner can use to exercise, keeping them isolated from other prisoners. It really doesn't seem to do anything. But maybe that's lack of experience there. Oh, hang on. We've got informants. Recruiter and Fearless, and then a tough one as well. But they're not actually part of a gang, so the whole recruiting thing doesn't really do anything at all. So, there's that. Flooring is pretty much sorted. The workers are absolutely cracking on with that, which is brilliant to see. Let's go to flooring. Wooden floor. This is the Fight Club. Although, no, the Fight Club, it seems like the gym, hang on, wooden floor? No, concrete tiles, yes. The gym over here, certainly wooden floor as well as the mailroom. No doubt about that in my mind. However, the Fight Club is like that. It seems more underground, even though it isn't because we run official things for it. So I like the idea of like not a wooden floor. Ceramic might be nice. Should we treat ourselves to a bit of ceramic floor? It costs about 19 grand a tile, but we'll place it in. And there we go. Okay, so the workers are cracking on with that. Let's go for all of this. And then in here. And then in here. That section there. The section at the front sorted. We need to have the security room as well as the grates. So grates and grates. To answer the inevitable, my bird's kicking off there. Why don't we spend the money on a perimeter wall? Don't have any disagreement with that at all. It would be nice to have a full perimeter wall. Would it be more than 100,000? Almost certainly. Cage fence. Oh, yeah, there you go. There is a cage fence. But you don't need a cage fence. It's just, it is what it is there. We'll place it in anyway to see what it looks like. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at walls. Perimeter wall. Just for this section here. Ah, actually, it would be reasonable. It would be 23,000 to build that. Okay. Sell the remaining of my last bit of shares. Still own the prison. It's worth 680,000 generic units of currency. We still own this thing. It's just... Obviously, we have to... well, we can't go under 50%. But it does mean we can place the perimeter wall now. Because we got that money for that. Which I'm excited to do. Lots of workers coming in. Putting all the flooring in. You can see more players being made there. We've got some shop intake. We've got people who are working in the gym there. Can that be controlled by a gang, actually, that one? Yes, it can be. Yep, you can have the gym under control by a gang member. Demands. Bone breakers, 8 push-up stones. Okay. And similar to what we've done previously, we'll put the push-ups... Well, we'll put the new stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The idea is that this yard here, we don't need 2 yards, but when they make demands, it's normally for exercise equipment. And placing them in this extra bit here seems to just work fine. Oh, I don't like that. That cage fence is horrible. Yeah, I'm just getting rid of the whole thing, to be honest. Dismantle that. There's an overdose. Demolish them walls. So, we still got positive cash flow as well, even with the staffing. And where are they heading off to? Because I placed them, they immediately... Yeah, until that point, they were immediately heading off to do stuff. Because obviously things were happening. I would like to do a shakedown, but maybe it's not the time with all of the building going on. Security room, I'll most likely have as... What's going on there? Weston, who's kicking off. Yeah, the security room I'll most likely have as wood, perhaps. Although, no, maybe not. Maybe something a bit more hardy. Not there's something soft about the wood that we're using or anything. There's no properties in game that changes things, if you know what I mean. But still. Right. Storage. All of that. And then remove that. We found a tunnel. We found a tunnel. Ah! So, this is good. The dog is sniffing it out. So, drain, toilet, search cell. Yeah, that's the only downside with these jail doors. It needs to be opened. And there's the tunnel. Yeah, so, that's good. Glad we have found that. How are the workers doing? Workers have completed the orders for flooring. More flooring it is then. So it's that, followed by that. That's in. Those are in. Those are in. Connections there, that's done. We'll put one there and one there. And them as well. Security. Could go with... Cargo floor's a nice one. I do like cargo floor. Concrete. Mosaic, metal. We've used the grits in there. The Sulaco is really good as well. I think we'll go with mosaic. Actually, what have we gone with this one? Okay, we've gone with metal floor in here, so I think we'll do the same thing for these. Just because we can. There's no change this is going to make, other than aesthetically. There we go. In these security rooms too. These ones were a real interesting feature. It just means that... I was going to say, someone's not staffing that door. Are these connected? I think they're connected. I will double check that connection. Yeah. It's sneezing! That's all connected, so we're fine. Right, unpause, and we will wait for the rest of the workers to finish this. Oh, the yard is also done as well. So flooring and grass, that can go in there. in terms of... That guy's on a break. They're having a little break in the security room. Well, why not? There's no reason why they can't. I'd personally go to the break room. It's got some more stuff there. The staff room. Actually, yeah, we should probably put some more stuff in here, like some nice oval tables, table football, court stand. This is stuff we just couldn't do previously because of funds, or rather the lack of them, and a TV as well. That'll all fulfill various needs. So yeah, these southern yards, this one, and this one, they're pretty useful because we can just place the stuff in what they require. Oh, them push-up stones are all kinds of wrong. They should be that way, shouldn't they? Yeah. Because otherwise they wouldn't be able to use them. Well, they could, but it'd be very uncomfortable for all involved. Anyway, I've told them to crack on with that sort of thing. We got 0 prisoners arriving. The thing is, there's no prisoners leaving, or very few prisoners leaving. And that's mainly because of there's less fights. Less fights means less casualties. So, yeah, not bothered that we're not getting people in here. Shakedown, max sec only. You know what? All sectors. There's not much more anywhere. And we might as well try and remove the supply of things. And to be fair, we're probably keeping the prisoners up anyway by rushing into the cells and slamming some tiles on the floor. Don't mind me as we just tile around their beds. Searched loads of places and not found much. We found battens, clubs, booze, a couple of things from the laundry, but nothing major. Nothing that I would say is a cause for concern. So, well, there's electric drill in there. I think I've just put it in the recycling as well. But no, not something that's really a huge cause for concern. Over here then, we have to put some flooring in this bit too. We'll use a similar thing. So we'll have metal flooring in here, and then concrete tiles in, I guess, all of this. And then in those bits. The cells, well, we're still using concrete tiles for those. This solitary area, oh, we'll have as that. And then, yeah, the ceramic floor goes in the tattoo removal, which we haven't got a door on, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to do the other side as well. You can say I've planned a door, I just haven't placed a door. Oh, go on, we'll place a door. So that a normal door can go there. I just want to sort of secure it off a bit, and then maybe a standard jail door there and there, just to comply with the sort of previous things that we've made. We've already sort of settled on that for the other cells. Solitary and grates and metal flooring, and I'm sure there's bits that I've missed. Offices, what can we have? Can we have a nice carpet? Running track, cliff edge, carpet, fire resistant. Let's have some nice carpet in here, and indeed in here. The canteen will be different. Have white tiles in there. Levels of contraband are out of control, are there? How interesting. This is storage. I'll place some tiles in here. This room's not going to have a... It's not going to have a... It's not going to have much of a purpose, to be honest. If any. Really. So, it's probably best discussing the facility, because this is, I believe, the last build episode. Original intention was to build, excuse me, a gang facility, well, obviously the new gang DLC, and have it remote, so that we don't have, where possible, guards patrolling in areas where there's general prisoner activity. So we don't want them in the yards, we don't want them patrolling the canteens, we don't want them patrolling the cell blocks. We do, however, want to use the CCTV, which it's really good now, even if we're not using the fog of war, so we can see everything anywhere. But the new CCTV stuff with the CCTV cones on, where is it? That one there, CCTV cones. Once you have the bureaucracy of CCTV improvements on, we can see when it kicks off. So that gives us an alert. Once we have those alerts, the security rooms that are stationed around the periphery of the facility, like now, we've got Bird kicking off again and Barsby. Both of those really like to do that. Guard responds. And yeah, we can easily bring people in and stop all of this nonsense. And that's the whole point in it. We can just immediately crack down on what's going on and everything goes to normal. That's good. Obviously lots of door servos, lots of remote doors. It's predominantly remote doors. We have these staff-only areas. So yeah, lots of staff-only areas. Those should be set to max sec. That one. There we go. Lots of staff-only areas where we have... There we go. Yeah, I'll say it again. Lots of staff-only areas where we have only mainly guards going along, but any member staff can use it. And then we've got the gang segregation. So 3 canteens. That was a redo though on my part. That was something that we just didn't have much going on. It was one big canteen. We decided no, we're gonna go the other way. I'm just gonna buy some shares, you know. I don't know if that's necessary or required, but we will. And nobody is... Is that not connected? It is not connected. Big oversight on my part there. There we go. That's now fine. Let's go for the final bit of flooring. That's going to go in there. They're going to crack on building this. Visitation, what do we want? We've got laminate flooring, which is fire resistant. I can't remember placing that, so we'll place some laminate flooring in. In here, I like the idea of... a grate would probably look quite nice. Didn't need to put another power station in, which is fine. Consider adding death row to the prison. No! It's beyond the scope of this facility. Programs, staff programs, we can stop all of those. And foundation education, nobody's bothered, so I'll have to stop that as well. Tattoo removal, 8 in the queue, but nobody seems to want to do it. I think it's to do with the segregation and where they've been assigned in rooms and such, so yeah, there's probably a lot of that. I'm actually going to sell shares again. I need the money. And oh, that laminate flooring is actually okay. Works well for the visitor stuff. It really does. Just waiting to finish off here. Going to go to planning and remove all planning. I don't think there's much left anywhere. Just a door there, is it? Well, we can put a staff door on that one. You have a spare one anywhere. And then the big one. Perimeter wall. We'll start on the back first. It's 23 grand, but you also have to buy the flooring, which is quite a bit of cash. And that one. And that one. And I don't need it on the front, but we will most likely build it on the front, to be honest. I think it will be, yeah, of some benefit. So while they're doing all of that, overall, I've enjoyed building this thing. Enjoyed running it. Several misplays when it comes to the new gang stuff. To be expected, I guess. But some I'm not personally happy with. Should have noticed some of the other stuff earlier, but it is what it is. In terms of the build, anything major I would change? Certainly would add more, as I said, satellite security rooms. Would definitely go for a slightly bigger canteen and go for most likely 4 of them. 3 for gang members, 1 for non-gang members, although it doesn't really matter actually for the latter part. And yeah, would probably focus more on trying to do the reform stuff, but we really have refunding's down to 22%. We really have focused on a lot of anti-contraband stuff. People can't get stuff flung over. We've got metal detectors, we've got dogs, we've got all sorts to try and stop that contraband. We've got loads of programs that we run, but I think a lot of the issue may come from, if I go to edit schedule, where they've put it. So you got gang rehabilitation, which is all like in shared office, but then you have some of them where, yeah, you got tattoo removal shared, tattoo removal protective custody, and I want tattoo removal supermax as well. So start that. Edit schedule. Is it going to put it in that? Actually, yeah, so it is actually being very... It's being good. Probably another chapel as well. So you see this spiritual guidance and faith program. Oh! First fight for a little while. Let's go for some guard response. And I don't know what's causing this. Have I overlooked needs? I don't think so. But it's very much kicking off around here. I've initiated lots of guard responses. Yeah, they're fighting a lot of non-gang members. I'm just waiting for more guards. This is what I was saying about this being an issue when it comes to having them satellited. If we had like a security room here, we could have people stationed that quickly rush to stop this. But, I mean, they're only there, so it doesn't take much. But that time it takes to get from here to here, yeah, can literally be life or death. And I'm wondering why they're really upset. Wow. I may have missed some needs while we were talking about the facility and whatnot. How curious there. Okay. Anyway, it is what it is. That's... yeah, clean up aisle 1. Danger level going up. Gang demands. We now have more gang demands. The Bone Breakers. Increase regime yard time to 3 hours. We don't have yard time, strangely. Regime. Okay. Yard time. 1, 2, 3. That's fulfilled. And now I'll just change it again. Yeah, there's no accounting for taste, is there? Yeah, it's technically fulfilling their thing, but not really at the same time. But yeah, I think this works over here with these security rooms and all of the snipers in here. All this works very well. But over here, it's just a little bit lacking. So I'd probably alter that, I think. Probably have some more security around here. But it's the first prison we've made with the Gangs DLC. And we've done remote access previously, but not really focused an entire facility around it. So a lot of things to learn. That was... ooh, that could be legit, that one. Tunnel search. That one could be legit. Could connect up to that. Could be a false positive. Yeah, it looks to be. But rather safe than sorry, I guess. We can see that the perimeter wall is being placed. There's a notebook page. And do we have any more? What gang members do we have now? I bet it's gone right down. Yeah. 10 Vipers, 22 Jackals. Sorry. 10 Vipers, 22 Bone Breakers. And I've not found their leader. It's Hidden Dawn, and if they were the leader, we would discover who they were, and we could move them over, but obviously we've not found them there. I guess as well, storage is all in. This room here, I would probably change this and maybe add another chapel. I'll probably have a larger chapel. I'll probably have 2 of them on another build Alright, there's been a little bit of an advancement in time there, specifically several in-game days, because, quite frankly, with the money that we had, I thought, yeah, we'll place the perimeter wall, and, well, that and all of the grass and the rest of the flooring probably took about 6 weeks. It wasn't that long, but certainly it was an undesirable waiting experience, so I thought we'd move along and then get basically what we have now, which is apparently a fight in the top here, which looks really, really bad, so I'm going to have to deal with that with lots of guard responses. And yeah, so the facility is pretty much done. There might be the odd little change to be implemented here and there, but as far as I can tell, it is pretty much sorted. All the flooring's in, everything's set up in terms of our deployment. We have all of the things set for the gang segregation. Patrols are all sorted. We have, let's say, a perimeter wall along the outside, a lot of the nice sort of grass in there as well, just to finish this thing off. The only thing really that is a couple of, well, of note is that this room doesn't have a purpose, so we may at some point add a chapel, but I really don't think so. And then finally, one of the more obvious ones is this is a gang facility with potentially high-risk gang members and such, and we probably want another wall around here as well as a road gate. But because of, well, even with all of the incidents we've had, the riots, the fighting, nobody's ever really even got past this area. So getting through all of this and then this with all of the guards and out here, I'm not particularly worried. However, we will do an extreme testing initiative and if it's found that that is a massive weak spot, we will come back and make some changes there. And also, if you see anything that you think is awry, a miss, or there's just the odd thing to change, then by all means let me know. And if there's enough demand for that, we may do a follow-up episode just to sort of fix that bit, and then we'll go for that one. So we're going to do an extreme test initiative, which is putting the prison through its paces, as well as an escape, so that'll be upcoming. But for now, that's the end of this episode, and indeed the end of this build series. This is the Prison Architect Gangs DLC, no other DLC or mods installed. We have a medium map, a gang facility with 106 capacity, 90 of that being the maximum capacity. We've also got 8 protective custody and 8 supermax, the supermax being for gang leaders and seconds, and the protective for anyone that needs protective custody or is ex-gang member. By the way, we have got 6% on that, so during that little gap we have reformed 1 gang member, which is, well, it's not enough, but either way, we've managed to get some reform at least. Hope you have enjoyed this episode and indeed this series. Let me know what you think in terms of a follow-up series, what you would like to see in terms of building, design, types of prisoners, and overall ideas. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed it. Take care, and generic partings.